Derek Chauvin was stabbed 22 times by a member of the Mexican mafia on Black Friday.
God good, Eddie, all the time.
Shout out to all the Mexicans out there, man. Not only did they stab Derek Chauvin, but they also beat up Shitty Cuz, the guy who killed Nipsey Hussle.
It was the Mexicans that did it?
Yeah.
Black people, we got to step our game up.
Whatever Mexican black
George
gang
Zimmerman
wars
is still walking.
Exactly. But Derek Chauvin got a few more, Swiss cheese holes in him. Whatever gang wars are going on between blacks and Mexicans really need to end right now, just from these moments of valor from the Mexican community right here. You know what I'm saying? Black people should just excuse whatever problems they've had before with the Mexican community, because this right here
need to come together.
Black and brown.
Yeah,
black and brown, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't feel very sad when Derek got stabbed up.
Supposed to?
No, I'm not. Well, I'm sure some people do. Because it was funny, because when I kind of put it out there, people were like, nah, George Floyd died from fentanyl. Like, I got that backlash. I got that whole thing. I'm like, oh, this is still around. That's interesting. I didn't know this was still a thing. But 22 times. But he lived.
Well, I don't know if that's a good thing. I mean, that's that. Now he's got that mental torture in the back of his head. When's the next stabbing?
22 times. I think about how long that would take. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
Nigga, he got stabbed 22 times for killing 22 niggas. That's my inner Paul Mooney.
Shout out to Paul Mooney, man.
Yeah.
But he lived. On Black Friday, though. And I guess it was symbolic for him to do it on that day.
Right. Because
of his admiration for the black community.
Yeah, you have to have a special kind of arrogance. And I mean, look, historical racism has been on cops' side longer than it hasn't. So, if there's never been any real consequences and ramifications for your actions, why would you believe otherwise? But I still would, the one thing about crime and people that commit crimes that has always plagued me is you don't think about the idea of getting caught and the idea that you could lose your freedom and be in a place where, the things that you enjoy on the outside world are no longer available to you. That is not deep enough of a reality or concept to you that make you go, nah, I ain't gonna do this. Because we've all thought about doing some illegal shit in one way or another, but the consequences to me make me go, I love pussy too much to be in a place where I can't get any.
I mean, I think most people who do crimes don't really think it out. A lot of crimes are done spur of the moment. Crimes of passion, crimes of opportunity. Like, for example, PNB Rock, when he got killed, eating at the Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in South Central. The guy who killed him wasn't following him around and tracking him or whatever. He was just hanging out in that area, which is a very gang-heavy area. All types of, Crips and Bloods and everyone else is all in that region. And he saw a guy pull up, an expensive car, come out with a whole bunch of jewelry. Went to go rob him.
But enough.
Went to go rob him. Thought that the guy would just give it up. But, there was a certain degree of fight back and he got killed. And now he's facing a murder.
But you got to know that murder is illegal. And it comes
I'm sure he was aware of that.
Okay, so if you're aware of that,
but you know what else is illegal?
That should be enough of a deterrent.
Robbery. Armed robbery is also illegal and also has serious consequences.
Okay, either or. If you know that the consequences comes with jail time,
yes,
that's enough of a deterrent to make me go, nah.
Listen, my dumb ass in my early 20s, my mid 20s actually, bought a kilo of cocaine and got ripped off by the guy who I bought it from. So it was like, I've done dumb shit that could have put me in prison.
Well, here's the good
thing. That was just dumb.
Here's the good thing.
It was one of the dumbest things I've done.
All right, here's the good thing. I think it's better for you to experience that kind of shit in your youth so that you get the lesson early enough to know, I don't like this. Because I remember I got arrested one time, and the officer had to, do a strip search. And
I've never had that.
And listen, I was all the shit I seen in movies and TV. I put on my best. I'm a bad motherfucker. And, I was getting nervous each layer of clothing I had to take off. And then when I got down to the drawers and I heard a nigga in a cell a couple things over say, "Bring the nigga in here." I said, yo, crime ain't for me, B. I knew from that moment, I went, nah, this saying I'm not built for this life.
I feel you.
He just said, "Bring the nigga in here."
Oh, man, listen, when I got locked up and I was in the precinct for like a day, and then I was in central booking for about a day and a half. I was like, this shit sucks.
Oh, dude.
I hate it here. I don't like the guards. I don't like the people. Definitely don't like the food. I don't like having to ask permission to take a piss.
Are you kidding me?
Yo.
And then to be in that little cell.
To be in a cage.
And even when
you're there with drug addicts, they're having seizures in front of you.
Right,
they're throwing up. They're pissing in the corner. I'm like, how did I get here?
But even when you're going to be released on your own recognizance, that time that it takes from the moment you take that mugshot to the time you walk out that door is an eternity.
Eternity, yeah.
And I went, imagine doing this for years.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, yo.
Yeah.
I like Haagen-Dazs vanilla ice cream and pasta and pussy too much to be in jail, nigga.
And sunlight.
And sunlight. You know what I mean?
Bottled water.
Freedom. I like freedom. Nah, yo.